Hi, everybody. They call me Chef Jeff, and I'm going to get creative today. I'm going to put on a dish that I've never seen done before. I've never seen anybody make it before, anything like that. And it's called my ground turkey and onion omelet. That's right, that's what it's called. So we're gonna get started. As you can see, I got the ingredients already set out here on what I'm going to be doing. There's some chopped up onions, some eggs, and some diced up tomatoes and other little various cut up vegetables in there. And what we're gonna do is start. Now, this is how I'm gonna start. The first thing I gotta do, because it's gotta be going first. And I want to show you. Here, I have the ground turkey. And what you need to do, come over here. I always like to do this first. No matter what I do, I always spray a little of my butter flavor spray into a pan, right? And cut it on. It's gonna take a little minute for it to simmer up. And while it's simmering up, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these eggs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can notice, I put 4 eggs in there. Okay, come back over here. You don't have to have this sizzling hot before you put the ground turkey in here. It can be just, you know, warm. Take the turkey, put it in there. Boom. That's quite a bit of turkey too. I'm gonna put a few little onions in it. Da-da-da-da. Season it up with a little salt and pepper. Simple stuff. Got a little smoke coming up here, but it'll go away. Okay. A little salt on there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is over here, I'm going to put a little pepper and a little salt. You know something I almost forgot. I didn't have it on the table, so I'm gonna have to go in the fridge and get some out. Cheese. Got it. Just as long as get some shredded cheese, that's all you need. A little shredded cheese. So what is he making? A little cheese in there. Then I'm gonna come back over here to my my ground turkey. Get a shot of that turkey in it. Bam, bam. And you notice I'm kind of like chopping it up. Now the onion I put in there, the reason I put the onion in there is to give it flavor. You know what, and onion's good for you too also. But onion flavors everything, meats, vegetables. It just gives it, onion just does something to the flavor. And you know, if you're one of those people like me that likes your food not bland, but like it to have a little flavor to it, put some onions in it. So now while that's cooking up, I'm going to get me a spoon. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we got a spoon, and I'm going to kind of stir this up. Okay, take some of this. Throw that in there. Bam. Stir it up a little more.
I'm getting hungry watching it.
Okay, so you got your egg mixed up with your vegetables and everything. Oh, I almost forgot. You gotta put a few onions in there. A few onions in there. Okay. And then come back over here. You see this, it doesn't take long for this ground turkey to start cooking. It doesn't take long.
Looks so good.
Yeah. You gotta make sure you chop it up because you're gonna put this in your omelet. And now, you know, wow, ground turkey and an omelet. How would that taste? I tell you, I tried it before. I was just experimenting. I'm gonna throw a little onion powder in, just a little. Really make sure onion brings, like I said, onion brings out flavor. You want something to be real flavorful? Put onions in it. Onion powder. I can actually smell the aroma coming from it. It smells good, the onions. And as you can see, it's cooking along very fast. It don't take it long to cook. Oops. Okay. We're getting there. It smells so good too. That onions just does something to smell. And the reason you can do this with ground beef, ground chuck, or whatever. The reason I'm using ground turkey is because I don't eat beef or pork. I used to. And that's another story why I stopped eating it. Some people say, well, they did it for health reasons. That's not why I did it. And that's another thing because, you know, I'm a theologian. And, you know, I just went through this experience, this was years ago, where one morning I woke up. And I had a seafood restaurant at the time, but I used to eat plenty of pork chops, bacon, ham, everything. Eat steaks and all that. But one morning I woke up and I couldn't eat no more. Just to look at beef and pork started making me feel sick. And God just took me off of it. That's another story. I'm going to talk about that because I'm going to do a theology channel. Because I went to theology school and everything, but that's not what's important. What's important is what happened to me when I had to fast for 20 days on nothing but water. My family wanted to commit me because I had lost so much weight, but they said, but his spiritual knowledge had enhanced like you would not believe. But like I said, that's another story. We'll talk about that later. So now that I got the ground turkey about where I wanted it, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take another little container. Always rinse, even though everything is clean, always rinse it out on a good time. And I'm going to put the ground turkey in there. You notice there's a lot of juice in here. I don't need the juice. Really don't need the juice. I just need the ground turkey. How about that? Smells good too. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of creative cooking, a lot, and it's always good. I don't know, it's just, you know, creativity. I don't have to look at, I like to just, you know, think of something. Hey, if I mix this with this and this, one out there, I know I like ground turkey, I know I like omelets and stuff. And people put meats in omelets sometimes. So that's when they try to ground turkey. And I did it and it was fantastic. Really good, delicious. Gave some to my wife and kids and they loved it. It's okay, we got a new dish. Okay. Now that I got that, I'm gonna clean this pan out because I like this pan. Some reason I just like this pan cooking in the pan. And you know what? Whenever you're cooking something and you're going to switch to something else, you definitely. There you go. All right. Whenever you're cooking something, if you're going to cook something in the same pan, clean that pan out. Start new. Do not use the same pan. Now, you can do this, the omelet, with olive oil. I always use either olive oil, I always say olive oil, or you can use butter. Salt it. If you like it a little more, I don't know, try this out a little more. If you like it salty, you might want to use salted butter. If you like it not too salty, you can use unsalted butter. I like mine kind of a little salty flavor, so I take this, put that in there. So you take that. I still spray a little non-stick stuff in there, even with the butter. This is butter flavor too.
Can you show it?
Okay. Inexpensive. Okay. Now that I got that, you don't want your fire to be too high. You know, to melt the butter, I had it a little high just so the butter can melt kind of fast, but you want to kind of cook it slowly. You don't want to cook it too fast. And you just take your omelet, even though the butter ain't always melted, it's fine, it's okay. And you put it in there. Okay. Okay, and now, gotta let it cook. Cause see, with the omelet, you gotta let the omelet get to the point where when you flip it. Cause I did this, and I hope it don't happen today, where I'll go to flip it and it'll start tearing up. I don't like it when it tear up, but if it does, we're gonna still do it. So you'll know, cause like around the edges, it'll start getting a little hard. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to use too many eggs. I use 4 eggs in this. Now, what I'm going to do, since I got it started to get a little hard, I wanted to get a little hard before I insert the ground turkey in it and fold it up. I wanted to get a little hard. That way it won't, you know, like penetrate all the way through and start coming out the end of it. If it gets a little hard, it'll hold the ground turkey. So I'm letting it get a little hard. And like I said, you don't want the fire too hot. Kind of let it slow cook. Really going to be tasty. And you notice I season not only the omelet, but I season the ground turkey too. Like I said, I like flavor. You like flavor, you'll love it. If you don't, you can leave some of the seasonings out. Still do it, but you can leave the seasoning out. Some people like it hot. If you like hot, get some cayenne pepper. Put some cayenne pepper in it. It'll be flaming. Or you can use jalapeno peppers in it. See how the edges, see it's kind of, it's scooting, that lets you know it's almost there because it's kind of scooting. So what I do, I'm gonna kind of turn it, make sure it ain't sticking. Okay. Kind of go back and forth with it. Because you see that egg, the watery part, it'll start coming to the sides, and that's good. Because then it's what it's doing is thickening up for you, and that's what you want it to be. You want it to be kind of thick. And if you feel like it's cooking too fast, cut the heat down a little bit. Now it's ready for the ground turkey. So you take the ground turkey. You gotta be careful too, because that ground turkey was kind of hot. It wasn't hot, but it was hot. And put that in the middle. Okay, so yeah. You see it's getting a little hard, that's the way I want it. So I can flip it. I don't want to burn up the omelet either. So now, bam! Kind of tore a little bit, but that's okay. Kind of tore just a little. And you see it's real thick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of like break this in half too, because it's big. Okay? Let me give me a plate. We gotta get up under there. There we go. Bam! And get the other part. And this one kind of broke up a little bit, but it's gonna be okay. There we go. Because it's so thick. We gotta get that right there. A little spilled on the side, but it's okay. It's okay. And like I said, sometimes it break up, but that's okay. And right here, take this off the fire right now. Cut that burner off. And it broke up just a little, but it's okay. And what you got is a delicious ground turkey and onion omelet. And you gotta taste it. This is hot too, so I gotta be careful, blow it. Oh my God. I'm a picky eater. Try it. That's all I can say. Try it. You're gonna look, even if you don't like eggs, you're gonna like this. Because it doesn't even taste like, it just tastes good. That's all I can tell you. It is so good. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell. And join me on other videos I'm be making on creative foods. Thank you.